Hi, my name is Jen Quevedo, and today I'm going to present you my action research proposal. And the purpose of this review is to gain further knowledge on the impact of flexible or alternative seating for students with disabilities on task behavior and academic work completion. This topic is important to me to research because I teach in a kindergarten, first and second grade, language and learning disabled classroom. And I teach students with ADHD and ASD who have difficulty staying on task and engaged while learning. So finding ways to meet their needs is important for their future academic and social success. This research, again, is important because students with ADHD and ASD and other disabilities have time staying on task while learning. In recent years, alternative seating has been replaced traditional seating has been replaced with alternative seating. And while researching about alternative seating, the articles that I read all used examples such as beanbags, stability balls, seat cushions to identify non-traditional seating or alternative seating. I researched 6 articles. It was difficult at first to find articles on alternative seating as this is a fairly new intervention as far as finding peer-reviewed literature on flexible seating. All 6 studies were conducted, had mixed results. Some students increased their on-task behavior and work completion, and some did not. Research was also limited to the students with ADHD or ASD. I could not find any research on students with dyslexia or oppositional defiance disorder. Only one study conducted by Howe et al. Discussed the importance of meeting the sensory needs of students with disabilities and the potential of alternative seating meeting that need. In their study, they did find that there was an increase on-task behavior and work completion once the intervention of the stability ball was used. Further research on this topic would be beneficial as more and more teachers are turning towards alternative seating in their classrooms. For my study, my participants will be 4 kindergarten students. All are diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, and all are males. The setting is in a public elementary school in Bergen County. My classroom is a learning and language disabled K1 classroom with 8 students. And the study will take place during independent math time in my LLD classroom. Ethical considerations, I will use numbers to represent the students in place of their names to preserve their confidentiality. Protocol will be determined by my school district for parent notification of the study. And I will not need to purchase any balls as I already have them in the classroom. And my occupational therapist will be there to measure the students and take their weight to determine which stability ball is appropriate for them to use. This action research study will be conducted using a quantitative approach, and a baseline data will be taken first on all 4 students for 5 consecutive days during independent math work time as they are seated in traditional seats. I will be measuring time on task utilizing momentary time sampling data sheet that I'll create on a Google Doc. Data will be recorded every 2 minutes over a 20-minute time period once a day. Data will also be collected on the number of problems completed during the 20-minute time period. After day 5, the intervention of the stability ball will be used and data will be collected for an additional 15 consecutive days on all 4 students. I will then create 2 line graphs using the momentary time sampling from all 20 days. One graph will show time on task and the other will show the number of problems completed. These graphs will be analyzed and comparisons will be made to the baseline data that was collected for the first 5 days. The baseline data will indicate the frequency in which the targeted behaviors were occurring. This data will be interpreted to determine if stability ball is being used during independent math work time increased time spent on task, and number of problems completed increased. Data collected before and after the intervention of the stability ball was introduced will be analyzed to see if once the stability ball was used, there was a change in on-task and number of problems completed. All data will be determined to see if the stability balls during this time had an impact on the students' results. In conclusion, the significance of this study is to determine if the intervention of the stability ball will increase time on task and work completion during independent work time. If time on task increases and the number of problems increase, this will show that the intervention of the stability ball was effective. We are seeing the use of alternative seeing being used more and more in our classrooms, yet research examining their effectiveness is scant. Assistive technology devices help promote a child's learning and success, and this will investigate the effects of alternative seating. Implementing the use of alternative seating, such as the stability ball, may be a simple, effective means of improving students' on-task behavior and work completion.